in beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer will hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Dukes ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Marshall's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Maybe some room here. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Culliver. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Payne.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Find some fresh air. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Boston. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish for this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
The Dukes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. But, Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Dukes will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Dukes decide to punt it away. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off play action on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Payne. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Delayed handoff. It's Boston. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Marshall quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. Run in the red zone. It's Boston. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurd! Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Dukes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fine play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Quick release on the RPO. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll go back to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged out of the air. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Dukes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Boston. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Marshall quick to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll try to get it through the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Here's the pressure. And they got it. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down immediately. Tried to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Wide receiver going in motion. The option, he'll keep it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. First up, a look at Michigan taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Wolverines engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Harrisonburg. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires quickly. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Looking to scramble. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On the run, fires downfield, working the middle. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. Nice move to keep running. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down, and he never had a chance.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum.
There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Dukes are threatening in the red zone. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Breaks into the open. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on 3rd down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. They'll ride the hot hand, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Red pass hits complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Marshall will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Off the play fake. He's going to run it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Escapes the pressure going right. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that 1st down marker. Got the quick pass. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Keller. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Dukes go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Dukes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal.
Number 5 on the field goal.
And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. They'll send the tight end in motion. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeps it on the option. Might have a chance. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the quarterback takes a knee. Backed up now here, second and long. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
Number 91, on to punt it away.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a tight end. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they've played with each other, against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talk.